guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Peace Jones. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe right now down here. Hit the subscribe button, okay? Welcome back, everyone. It's been a little minute since I posted. Of course, life happens, but I just wanted to give you guys an update for my dating segment on my channel. As you guys know, I have a few different things that I cover, and one of them is dating. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update, right? Like, it's summertime, you know, some of us are having a hot girl summer, some are having a lukewarm summer, and then some are just having an ice cold summer, right? So I just wanted to give you guys a little update on dating things, okay? So usually I say grab a drink, some wine. I just have water tonight. It's been super hot here in the DMV and I'm just a little bit dehydrated, so I got water. But I just wanted to talk about a few things that I have noticed with dating lately and then like give you guys an update, right? So first of all, I wanted to say that I just kind of want to give a, definition or my take on what dating actually is, right? So I wanted to do this because I got on live with this guy not too long ago, and I was talking to him like basically about like, he asked me about like me being single or dating or whatever. It was actually Von Ray, Latoya Forever's ex-boyfriend or whatever, right? And so he got on the topic of like wanting to know about like what I was doing, where I was at in a relationship or talking to people, whatever. And so I was like, oh, I'm dating. And he's like, oh, you're dating? So you got niggas? And I'm like, no, I'm dating. He's like, so basically you got like a lot of dudes on your line. And I'm like, not necessarily. And he just couldn't get past that. And I feel like that happens a lot. And not just to me, but just like to women when they're like, oh, I'm dating. They're like, oh, you for the streets. And it's like, no, like dating is dating. Like, I just kind of wanted to give a little refresher or like definition, like I said, for what dating actually is. So dating, unless you're exclusive, you really aren't tied to anyone or anything. Like, you're literally just getting to know different people, different guys, different girls, or men and women. And you're kind of like weighing your options. You're seeing who you're most compatible with. You're seeing who you're most attracted to. You're seeing who you can see yourself with. Like, you know, just kind of figuring out who and what you really desire in a partner based off of the different options that you have. And it doesn't make you a hoe. It doesn't make you for the streets. Like, it's literally just dating. So I wanted to touch on that first because I just feel like people have taken dating to like an extreme that it's just not. Like, getting to know multiple guys or multiple girls at once is not against the law, and you don't have to be having sex with all of them. You don't even have to be super intimate with them, you know. You don't have to be at their house. They don't have to be at your house. Y'all don't have to be kissing on each other. Y'all don't have to meet the friends and family. Like, unless it's exclusive, you really are just building friendships and getting to know people, right? So yeah, that's first. Second of all, I wanted to touch on the fact that I have recently decided to keep a lot of my dating stories, situations, and experiences either to myself or to friends that I feel aren't judgmental and don't like hold this weight or like standard over my head for things to be perfect, or like for me to find someone, or for me to do certain things to help improve the likelihood of me finding someone. Like, yes, I do have this dating segment. Yes, I love talking about dating and relationships, and it's something that I just really enjoy, right? That doesn't mean that I'm literally dying to get married tomorrow. It doesn't mean that because I carry myself a certain way, I'm literally like Miss Perfect and I literally like study the Bible every single day and I never do anything wrong and I'm looking for my husband who's the preacher at church. Like, no, like it's not that serious to me, right? So obviously I'm 28. It would be really nice to meet a mate that is on the same page as me, has the same desires, you know, and we could start building towards a strong relationship, and then, you know, things move further from there. But I'm literally not like out on a timeline like, oh my gosh, I'm 28, I gotta have this baby tomorrow, I gotta get married, like where is he? I'm only dating guys that are interested in getting married. My first question on the date is that, like, it's not that serious. And I've noticed that like some of the people I'm talking to, they just hold me to this like super high standard that's just like, well, if you don't do this, then you're not going to find the right guy. Or if you keep doing this, then you're not going to do this. Or if you don't learn to do that, then this and that is going to happen. And I don't like that. I don't like that pressure on me, especially coming from people that are close to me, that I would think you would be more supportive. Like if I share my dating experiences or my dating stories, like I don't do it so that you can come and ridicule me and like punish me because you assume that it didn't work out because of me, right? And that's actually kind of hurtful, because it's like, okay, let's say the scenario is like the guy and I were dating for 3 months, right? And I had noticed a few things that I didn't really like, and I kept dealing with them. I kept trying to see the good in them, but they were pretty concerning things, right? Let's say like number one, he couldn't keep a steady job. Let's say number two, he had like really sporadic mood swings, right? And let's say number three, like I noticed that he had like kind of sticky fingers. Like I would notice things going missing, right? And then I'll tell these things to my friend or to whoever, and they'll be like, oh, well, you should have worked through that. Oh, well, you should have known to do this. Oh, well, it's kind of not abnormal that he's like that. Like most women deal with that. Oh, well, if you want a husband, well, you said he made this much, so you shouldn't care that he had sticky fingers. Oh, well, your standards are too high because most men, they are pretty moody and their moods fluctuate. So if you want to get married, you should probably just deal with. And it's like, bruh, like, first of all, it's not that serious for you to be hammering me down like that. Like I didn't say he was the one. It's okay if he gets away. Like it's literally okay. We didn't have kids together. Number two, why does everything have to fall back on the woman? Like I feel like in this society, a lot of things that go wrong in dating or relationships come back to the woman. Well, if you would have had sex with him more often, well, if you would have cooked him dinner, well, if you would have been more quiet, well, it's like, bruh, like how do you know that it wasn't him, right? If this dude is stealing, that's something I'm not trying to work through. I'm not trying to come home to all of my stuff being pawned off. If this dude has sporadic mood swings, sis, I don't know if there's a deeper issue there. I don't want to deal with that. So like, I don't know. I don't know whether it's a thing where unless you're in this dating pool out here, like doing it for real, you really don't understand. So people can be like a little bit more judgmental when they don't actually know like how dating works today, or whether they've settled for so much that they feel like, okay, well, you're being too picky. I don't know what it is, but right now I'm literally just dating, right? Like if I do find the one, that would be great. Like I said, I would love to start building, but I'm not gonna cry if I don't. I mean, trust me, I've literally dated so many men, met so many men, went out with so many men in my lifetime that I'm used to them coming and going. Like it's not something that I'm beating myself up about. It's just like any relationship, friends, sometimes they come and they go, right? So I don't know. I just kind of got tired of dealing with that type of harsh backlash from people that I would tell my dating stories to, or like, open up and be like very free and open about dating with, because I am very open with dating. I mean, I tell you guys, I tell my friends, a lot of times that's like the center of many jokes and laughs for my friend group, is like, oh gosh, another crazy dating story. But then when that started to turn into like, oh, you're never gonna find a husband, or you need to be more like this, or da 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 da, like I was just like, okay, whoa, like people are getting too invested here. And I know myself, right? Like I'm not someone who's walking around like I'm Miss Perfect. I need Mr. Perfect. If he doesn't do this, and he doesn't make this, and he doesn't look like this, and he doesn't drive this, then he's not good enough for me. That's not me. So I knew I wasn't tripping in this situation. If there are serious red flags, I'm not that woman that's gonna stay until she gets punched in her face to realize it. I'm not that woman that's gonna work through it just to say she has a man. I'm not that woman who is gonna be miserable just to say that my husband put me in a Benz. Like, no. I'm very aware of self, and I'm very aware of people's intentions, and what little red flags can lead to, right? So when I'm dating, I definitely date smart, and I'm a grown woman. I don't need my friends or anyone else around me to really tell me like what I should and should not deal with, and what I should and should not like have a desire to receive from a man, right? Like if I'm saying certain things I'm just not gonna tolerate, then it's not up to you to tell me that I need to tolerate it, right? Like that's just kind of weird to me. But anyway, off of that subject, you guys let me know below, do you single men and women have conversations about dating with your like friends that are in a relationship, engaged, married, whatever? Like, do you guys feel like it can be weird because they don't really understand like what it is like dating today? And my next dating topic is, I just want everyone to know that like dating in 2021 is very much so like getting to know a lot of people that aren't gonna stick around, right? And it's kind of like, okay, like I would say in 2021 I probably met a good probably like 25 men, and I'm still in contact consistently with maybe like 5 of them, right? So they kind of come and go. Like it's okay. I might get a number on Saturday night and never text him. I might get a number on Saturday night and text him right back, and then he never texts me back. I might get a number on Saturday night and we text consistently, and then we meet up every weekend after that. I might get a number on Saturday night and we hit it off and end up going on a vacation the next month. Like it's very just up in the air. I think a lot of people think that dating is still like, oh, you met me and you took my number, so boom. And then people are asking like, well, what happened to Mike? What happened to Greg? What happened to Josh? What happened to Ben? And it's like, just because I got his number doesn't mean that we're getting married. Just because we had a date doesn't mean that we're about to, make it official. Just because, even it might sound crazy, but just because I've come to his home, or he's come to my, well, not my home because we don't do that, but just because I've come to his home, or just because I've even met guys' parents, and a few weeks later he acted crazy, you know what I mean? I've met a lot of guys' parents actually, and they still do them, you know what I mean? So it's like no guarantee. Like I think you really have to be dating right now to understand how things work. And I think that that's the issue that I have sometimes with people, is like, unless you're in it, you wouldn't get it. Like people are always pressuring me like, well, what happened to this one? What happened to this one? I'm just like, what happened to him? I mean, is the sky blue? Is the grass green? I don't know what happened to him. Your guess is as good as mine, but it's not really something that you really think about and you're trying to like force people to stay. Like if you hit it off and it works, then it works, you know? If it doesn't, then y'all just kind of move on. Maybe y'all fall off and y'all pick back up. Maybe he had an ex that he got back with. Maybe he wasn't really feeling you and he was just lonely. Maybe you weren't really feeling him. I mean, there's even women that use men just for dinner dates or whatever, right? So like, getting someone's number is just not a guarantee. Going on dates is not a guarantee. Going to someone's house is not a guarantee. Meeting someone's parents is not a guarantee. Someone buying you a nice dinner is not a guarantee. Someone buying you gifts is not a guarantee. Someone taking you on a trip is not a guarantee. Like, dating now is just so like, people just do anything. And it doesn't necessarily mean like he's feeling you or you're feeling him. And I've had so many people like look at me crazy when it's like, oh, well, y'all were doing good. Like y'all did this, this, and this together. And you were talking about him so much. And then now what? And then it's like, I feel so much anxiety answering those questions because it's like, I don't know. Like, what do you want me to do? And then when you tell them you don't know, they look at you like you're crazy and they're like, oh, you know, you must have run him off, or he must have done this, or what really happened. And it's like, nothing. We fell off. Like 9 times out of 10, nothing huge happened. I mean, sometimes things do happen and it's like, oh yeah, like I had to fall back. But sometimes people really just fall off. It's no beef. It's no actual situation. They just fall off. And that's just how it is, right? So people have a lot of options. Like, just because y'all had a good date doesn't mean that you're his only option out here. Like, he might have 50 other girls that he's dealing with, that he has way more history with, that he's way more attracted to, whatever, and vice versa. Like, there's guys that I've talked to for years on and off, and then there's guys that I might just meet out in DC one night. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I think that you really have to be dating now to understand it. And so if you aren't, just try and be a little bit more understanding towards your friends and family and colleagues that are, because it can be really like a bad feeling when you're constantly like badgering someone and they really have no answer for you. As long as that person is happy and they're doing them, trust me, when they find the person that they really like and they're really hitting it off with, you'll know when it's time. But until then, just let things flow. If she met Mikey and had a one-night stand, then she met Mikey and had a one-night stand. If she met Ben and they went on 5 dates and he chose to buy her a Birkin bag, then that's just what Ben chose to do. That doesn't mean that Ben is gonna, you know, marry her next year, okay? So yeah, just let it flow. But to end this video, I will say, as you guys know, I'm dating in the DMV, and I actually have a video titled Dating in the DMV. You guys should check it out just to see what it's like. This summer has been a really good dating summer for me. I am free. I was in school for the past 2 years, so I was kind of wrapped up, and I actually had taken a break from seriously dating. Like, I was like doing it here and there, but I wasn't going all in because I had like priorities. But now I'm going all in, and I've met a lot of good guys, a lot of quality men, really just like have a lot going for themselves, handsome, hardworking, really just nice guys. Have taken me on some nice dates, had some fun activities that we've done, nice bars, nice restaurants, and yeah, I've just really enjoyed it. It's been pretty easy to find people and link up with them, pretty good conversation, good head on their shoulders, all of that. So it's been a pretty great dating summer. But yeah, we'll see how it goes rolling into the fall and the winter, and we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. But for now, that's it. You guys engage with me. You guys never comment anything. But yeah, though, hit me in the comments. Let me know, like, how's your dating life? Do you guys agree with anything that I said? Do you guys disagree with anything that I said? Is it different for men and women? Is anyone else dating in the DMV? What are your experiences like? And also, single people that are dating, do you find that your friends, family, colleagues don't really understand what it's like dating in 2021, and they have like these super high expectations for you? But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.